All right, I think we're live. All right, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom. I hope everybody had a wonderful day, a wonderful Friday. There it goes. And now it just came up on YouTube. All right. Anyway, so it's on YouTube and StreamYard. So Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. On this Sabbath evening, what is it, Friday, April 7th, 2023, and it is now 9:40 p.m. Central Time. Hope y'all had a wonderful day. I did. I got out and about. It was such a beautiful day out, beautiful spring day. We're going to be in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, 50s, and 60s and 70s in the next 7 days. So, anyway, I'm super stoked. Spring is here. I still have a lot of snow, but it is just beautiful, nice, warm out. Snow is going to take a little while to melt because it's a lot. But beautiful day out. Went out and about, got some stuff done. Got all my. I hear what that noise is. All right. Cat is in a box. Anyway, got ready for Sabbath. I got all my chores done, everything spick and span, shopping done, everything done, ready to relax. It was a stressful week for me. A lot of personal business I had to take care of, and I'm super happy. The week turned out great. And life is good. So anyway, I hope you all had a great day. And I will be reading the fourth commandment as I do on Sabbath evening. And as always, let's see. Oh, well, lately we have not heard from Grace, so I'm hoping to hear from her soon. I'm getting a little concerned. I hope her and her family are doing well. And anyway, and it's been really quiet in the chat. And like I said a while ago, a couple years ago, if I don't have anybody in the comments in 10 minutes in a open chat, then I just shut it down. If I'm doing a reading, then I won't shut it down. But tonight is an open chat. So if there's nobody that comes in, and this just happens once in a while, because I've done these streams, 2,000 of them, over 2,000 streams every night for going on 7 years now. And every once in a while, it'll just get real quiet. And I'll have down to where one person or no people come in. And it goes on for maybe a week or so, and then it gets busy again. So anyway, the policy is, we have a policy, because it does happen on occasion. Policy is if nobody comes in on an open chat, then there must not be anybody to in need of fellowship. You know what I mean? It's not like somebody waited all day for to talk to somebody. And you know, I don't know if anybody is in the flat Earth community, but Bob Nodell died yesterday. I don't know what. I think he was sick. I don't know. Somebody said he was sick. But anyway, he passed away. So R.I.P. Globe Busters, Bob Nodell. Bob Nodell. There's another flat earther. Oops. You know what that means. It means my bread is done. My bread machine just made me a loaf of bread. Ooh. Very tempting with some nice fresh butter, soft butter. So anyway, R.I.P. to Bob Nodell. So the flat Earth community is, and if you're anybody that's into flat Earth or ever even watched flat Earth, any videos or anything, you've heard about no doubt Globe Busters. He's kind of one of the big shots as far as the channels. You know, one of the biggest channels, I guess, on flat Earth. Anyway, I'm not really sure what happened, but I guess he was sick. What else? I was just saying the other day, it's kind of weird because there's been a lot of YouTubers that have passed away that I personally know. Stella Van Life, she just died. She was going to get a shoulder check because she heard it. She heard it when she a long time ago. So when she gets in out of the van, she pulls herself up and it anyway goes in there. I guess they told her she had cancer. I don't know. 2 weeks later, she died of the chemotherapy. So anyway, third round of chemotherapy, she went into a coma and died. So anyway, just so fast. She was just going to run up to the hospital and get her shoulder checked, and then she had a lot of stuff to do. She was planning on another trip, and anyway, crazy, huh? But yeah, it just seems like there's been a lot of passing away. Weird. But anyway, yeah, because there was Flat Earth Fokker. He was in the Flat Earth community. And there was a Flat Earth plant. His name was Mad Mike Hughes. And he supposedly went in a homemade rocket and shot himself in the air, and it the rocket fell to the ground or whatever. I don't even know if that was real. But anyway, so where is it? There it is. Right in front of me. All right, so I'm going to read the fourth commandment on the Sabbath. Yeah, listen, I should say listen, because I was gone today, but when I got home, I was doing my chores and I was listening to, it was Myth Vision podcast, and he had a really good guest on. And anyway, I subbed to that guy's channel. Pinch, if you're listening, you'll know who I'm talking about. It was Dr. Dan. I don't know, but he's very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so my dog's trying to get out from under the desk. Come on here, kid. All right. They were talking about, it was a discussion on God has a body. Yahweh has a body. Which, I mean, it always talks about his outstretched arm and his foot and his hand and his face and his backside. And anyway, I kind of thought he had a body, but Jewish people don't believe that he has a body. But anyway, they were talking about some things that I've not considered. So anyway, that's interesting. So, fourth commandment on the Sabbath. Now I'll read that. Exodus 20. And this is, of course, because there's different versions of the Ten Commandments. There's another one in Deuteronomy, and I think it's another one in another part of Exodus. Anyway, this is the Ten Commandments where Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the tablets. All right. Anyway, so the fourth commandment is a Sabbath. And it goes like this. This is Exodus 20, verse 8 through 11. And this is King James Version. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. It also kind of represents that the Sabbath rest. When the Israelites were down in Egypt being slaves, they were not able to have a Sabbath rest. So actually, they got out of the habit of doing it too. All right, what else? Yeah, you know what? It's just weird. I really haven't watched a lot of those near-death experiences or anything like that. But there was somebody who I listened to that on a video that had listened to lots of them, studied them and stuff. And they said that one thing that they've noticed is that there's no religion in the afterlife, or the near-death experiences when they almost cross over to the other side. Hi Dee, how you doing tonight? Shabbat shalom. Good. I hope you had a wonderful Friday. Hey Dee, we're finally getting some good weather. 50s, then 60s, then 70s. By Tuesday, it's going to be 70, and then Wednesday is going to be 75. This is so wonderful. We've not had this weather since last October, so I'm super stoked and excited for some nice weather. We still have a lot of snow on the ground up here, but yeah, it's great, huh? And it was so nice out when I drove to town today to get some stuff for Sabbath and just do my shopping. It was just like, it felt like summer. I mean, it was so warm and nice. And I noticed now today, I went to shut my gate down at the road, and during the winter, the sun sets on the other side of the dirt road. And I know that spring is here when the sun sets on this side of the dirt road. And tonight when I shut my gate, yep, the sun is setting on this side of the dirt road. That's when it all of a sudden will warm up. So I know when the sun's setting over my garage on this side of the road, then it's about to get warm. So it's just weird. It must it jumps from across the road to this side. But anyway, yeah, we finally getting some good weather. Anyway, you're doing good? You have a good day? Yeah, I just did a little shopping. Went up to the nursery to see, they just opened for the spring. So I wanted to see some plants. Actually, I wanted to see if they had any onion bulbs. And they got them, and they just haven't put them out yet. Last year, so I grew yellow onions, white onions, and purple Vidalia onions. And when I went up there, they got these big like wooden crates. They're like these wooden barrels filled with bulbs, and you can buy them by the pound. And when I went up there, almost all the yellow ones were gone. Oh heck no, and they weren't getting any more. So I don't want to miss out on the yellow onions this year. So anyway, I was just gonna put them in, grab them, put them in a dark spot, but don't have them out yet. But anyway, what a great sign! The weather's nice, things are melting. I'm super stoked, and I've been going through a whole bunch of personal crap, and it just kind of things just took a upturn. And anyway, I had a great burden lifted off this week, and anyway, so just like not only spring here, but all winter. There's just been well, at least for about 2 months, I've been dealing with some stuff. So yeah, it's just like all of a sudden everything just is turning for the better. So I'm super happy. Anyway, I'm just from a week ago, I was stressed out. Like I said, I had some deadlines I had to do, and I don't know. Anyway, just yeah, what a great day. Spring is sprung, and time to start thinking about my garden. Except we can't even get out to my garden right now because it's still about 3 feet deep of snow. Snow that's never been walked on. In fact, when I left here, I went up and I saw deer all over the place. And when I took a right on the paved road, there was a bunch of deer in the woods, and the one deer was coming up. And when I turned, the deer got spooked and tried to run through the snow, and it was so deep. They got those pokey little legs, and it was yeah, it was bogged down in the snow. I felt bad. Anyway, I was trying to run back with the other ones. The other ones are sitting there like, come on, get over here. We had a nice Easter lunch here. Oh yeah, at the community room Oh yeah, at the community room yesterday. That's right. How was that? It was nice, huh? Good food, good time. Yeah, Sunday is Easter. I know that I have family that celebrates Easter, so yeah. You love to see deer? Yeah. I got lots of video deer. We got herds of them around here. Herds of them. We got herds of deer and big giant herds of or flocks or whatever you call them of turkeys. We got they always travel in packs, the deer and the turkeys, in big groups. And it seems like the wild cats, the stray cats around here seem to go in packs too. I just did a video of the eyeballs all blinking in the backyard. Look like a cartoon. It was the wild cats coming up to eat, and they were creeping up to make sure it was safe. And I could see 3 cats' eyes blinking, just like kind of cartoon. No, you can't see them; just the eyes are blinking on the camera. I went to sleep between 9 and 9:30. That's why I was. Oh yeah, I figured. Yeah, I remembered you had your lunch thing too. It's been a long time since I went to sleep that early. Yeah, me too. I take naps and stuff, but yeah, to go to bed for the night, yeah, it'd be early for me too. Yeah, sometimes it just kind of catches up. You get tired and just like, yep, yeah. So yeah, so anyway, I'm just what a great day, and ready for a rest. So uh I was thinking about because when I left here, there was a bunch of birds eating a deer. So a deer got hit by a car up on the highway or up on the county road there, and the deer went flying, and it kind of went by somebody's driveway, but it already got almost eaten up, right? And I thought to myself, um, God, it is really amazing how God put certain animals on this earth to eat other dead animals. So there's called scavengers, and in the Bible, they are unclean to eat because they're not animals for food. They're animals that eat disgusting things, so you don't want to eat that animal. God only wants you to eat clean animals that only eat grass. They don't want you to eat it. He doesn't want you to eat an animal that's on the side of the road eating a dead, bloated carcass full of bacteria and maggots and everything else. But that's that animal's job is it's a scavenger or a predator. But anyway, the scavengers keep the Like I said, next time I go to town, that deer will be gone because all these scavengers are going to go feed off the thing, and it just like takes care of itself. Otherwise, that thing would be there for months. But it just they eat it up and it's gone. So anyway, I was thinking, it's so funny because God made that clear about why there's some clean and unclean, because some, it depends on what they eat, right? That's what makes them clean, and that's what makes them unclean. An animal that chews the cud and has and split hoof, you can eat because that thing lives off grass. But he doesn't want you eating anything that is eating disgusting stuff, right? You wouldn't want to eat that. So then, anyway, I thought it was funny because, okay, in the New Testament now, because Jesus died on the cross, all the food is clean, right? Now, how does that make any sense? Because the whole reason you can't eat a vulture or a kite or a whatever, these things that eat hawks, all these things that eat dead animals, you can't eat it because of what they're eating. So when Jesus died on the cross, and some people think now that food is all clean, well, but the animals are still eating maggots and bacteria and bloated carcasses. So, and who knows what else? You know what I mean? Yucky. And if they're eating the animal, they're eating all the stuff in it. You know what I mean? And so, how did that change him dying on the cross? How did that change the animal's physiological structure? It didn't. That animal, so a pig or a horse or whatever that is not clean to eat, or is a horse clean? I don't know. Anyway, if you yeah, why would it be clean to eat now? It's still eating horrible things. So it's kind of reminded me that, yeah, that's why we don't eat those kind of animals. What you doing? They're all getting restless. I hope they don't want to go OUT. But yeah, so hey, did you watch a movie the other night, Dee? You said you're gonna check out a movie and go. Did you find one on YouTube? Come on, guys. I think you were looking on YouTube. All right, you guys gotta chill out for a little bit. They just went out. They don't need to go back up. So. Nope. We got they're already antsy. They're already swirling around me here. You couldn't find one you wanted to see? Yeah. Yeah, I really haven't watched movies for a long time. The only movies I really know are the ones my kids grew up watching in the 90s. Otherwise, yeah, I can't think of any movies that I liked. I did like a few movies. I told you guys because we are always bowling all the time. Me and my kids were always bowling and on bowling leagues and in bowling competitions. And so we used to like that movie Kingpin. But it's kind of sad that they took that Amish Mennonite guy and had him commit every sin in the book to get money. But anyway, it was funny at the time. But Kingpin used to be one of our favorite movies. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, you know, we used, you know, one of our my kids growing up, one of the movies we always used to rent was License to Drive. You guys remember that one? With the two Corys in it, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. Seems like you saw that one. Yeah, Kingpin. It was with Woody Harrelson. Remember Woody Harrelson? He's a washed up bowler. He used to be a professional bowler, and somebody stuck his he ripped somebody off, so they stuck his hand in a wood chipper, and so he's got like this rubber hand, so he can't bowl anymore. But he saw this Amish guy that knows how to bowl, so he took the Amish guy and he's desperate for money, and the Amish guy somehow they're gonna lose the farm or something. So he's kind of they're both in a jam for money. So they go to California to do a professional bowling tournament with the you don't remember License to Drive? Oh, that was one of our favorite movies. Yeah, that was the two Corys. It was Corey Haim and Corey Feldman, and yeah. So one night, Corey Haim, they're teenagers, and he sneaks the grandpa's car out of the driveway, like in neutral. He just coasted out of the driveway, and they took off for the night. And he picked up his friends, and he picked up a girl, and they got some liquor, and the girl got drunk, and I don't know. Anyway, they completely destroyed the car. Oh, that was one of our favorite movies, License to Drive. I can't remember. We used to rent the same movies all the time. Yeah, that was funny. To us, it was funny. It was in the 90s. Corey Haim died. He passed away. I guess he had pneumonia or something. I don't know. That was a few years back. Yeah, I can't really think. We had that was the beginning of cable TV back in the 90s. That's when we started getting cable anyway. And but yeah, we did Blockbuster. We rented movies. There's so many I can't remember. But yeah, and then after my kids grew up, moved away, then I didn't really, they didn't watch movies anymore. So I after in the 90s, I don't know any movies. I don't remember any. You know, I always watched those true crime stories. I like those. I like the true murder mysteries. I used to watch Court TV when I had TV. I used to watch Court TV, and then they had Discovery Channel turned into like a crime channel, true crime channel. So I used to watch that stuff. Forensic Files, stuff like that. And real courtroom trials, stuff like that. Yeah, I just worked all the time. I mean, I just worked all the time, and I had two kids, and I worked in a doctor's office, and if I wasn't working, I was on a softball team, I was on a bowling league, where we always had stuff going on. So anyway, didn't really have a lot of time for TV, except weekends we did. You like cold case shows? Yeah. You know what I used to have? I sold all my movies. I still have a few of them. I got like a handful of movies, but and not movies. They're cold. I used to have cold case files. I think I might even still have one. I might, maybe not. Cold case files. And actually, they even had some that were in St. Paul, Minnesota, back in the 80s, and it's just weird. I remember we had more than one serial killer in the 80s in where I lived in St. Paul, Minnesota, or in Minneapolis, in the Twin Cities. And one of them was called the Weepy Voice Killer. And that was, if you ever watch Cold Case Files, they have a story called Weepy Voice Killer. And he died in Stillwater Prison of cancer. And before he died, he really copped to a bunch of stuff. But anyway, he was in Stillwater prison, and that's where he died. But because Minnesota doesn't have the death penalty. But anyway, but I remember when those serial killers. I remember when they were out and about. It was scary. And I remember when I was a kid, we had I forgot what that was. There was another one. Stop. There was another one, but I remember. So one time, when I was a little kid, I was peeling corn on the cob. It was summertime, and my mom would like have somebody peel the corn. So I was peeling corn on the cob, and you know all that stuff. No, Caleb. You know that the tassel, that hair stuff that comes off the corn on the cob. Well, I had a whole pile of that stuff off the corn on the cob, and I put it on my head, and then I put a hat on, and I was gonna go show my mom in the laundry room or scare my mom or whatever. Anyway, my mom got so scared and so mad at me. I came down the stairs. My mom was doing laundry, and scared the crap out of my mom. She thought I was that killer because I came down the steps. And I went in the laundry room. My mom just screamed. She was, yeah, because I had like, I don't remember if I had glasses on, but I had a hat and I had all that stuff from the corn on the cob on my head, and said because the serial killer was loose, and we didn't know who he's gonna get next. And I didn't even know about the serial killer being loose, but that's when I heard about it. My mom said, "Don't you know there's a killer loose?" I thought it was the killer. Yeah, we had a couple of them in Minnesota in the 80s. But yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah, I thought she was gonna laugh and think it's funny. Nope. That was another. I told you I had a. I didn't hardly ever do April Fool's joke, but I did one at work, and it kind of backfired. And anyway, yeah, but yeah, I remember that cold case files. In fact, some of those I sold all that stuff, but yeah, those are hard to find now. And it's really weird watching those cold case files when it happened in your neighborhood. You're thinking, oh man, that's the store up the street. Oh wow, that's that street. And I think, wow. Yeah, but the weepy voice killer, he was the one. Because whenever he killed somebody, he would call and he'd say, I just killed somebody. I hate myself. And he would have a weepy voice. So they called, he was the weepy voice killer. And anyway. Oh man. But yeah. Yeah, I'll probably be chilling. I haven't really been on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube the last couple weeks too much during the daytime. Not at night either. After I get off here, I'm probably I'll go to another room and chill out with the dogs. And maybe watch something, hook my laptop up to the TV or something. And chill out. But anyway. Well, Dee, I still haven't heard from Grace. I'm a little get really nervous for her. It's not like her really. I mean, she has been gone before, and it has been a week or two, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I just hope she's okay. And besides her phone number, I have no way to get a hold of her. I don't know where she lives or anything. I'm just hoping that she's just busy with her family or something. I was watching a cold case show. They said it happened in South Carolina. Turns out it was in the town I was living in. It was one of the apartments next to. Oh, really? Isn't that weird? That's what I was just saying. I was watching a cold case file, and they're talking about in St. Paul on Westminster off of Maryland Avenue. I'm thinking, man, that's the east side of St. Paul. That's where I used to live. Isn't that that's what they call it, hitting a little too close to home. And they always say they always have the person on the interviewed on the TV, and they say, I never think it happened in our neighborhood. A husband wanted to get rid of his wife. He killed her. Really? Huh. You remember the name? Because I remember all those. Yeah, when it's like when they're talking about streets that are down the road from you and a store that you've been to and then an apartment building that you know exactly where it is. That was right off of 35E in Westminster, near Maryland or Auburn or whatever. Yeah. You don't remember the name? Yeah. Yeah. I like those. I like when there's like a detective that won't give up, and or maybe the family comes forward, they want it solved after all these years. And you know what? When they came up with DNA, it opened the doors to solve a lot of cold cases, and that's why they had so many. They had so many backed up and piled up that wow, if they just had a DNA back then, they could have solved it. You know what I mean? But yeah, with the invention of DNA, have they've closed a lot of those cold cases. Anyway, sometimes science is good. Sometimes it does good things. It's not always bad, but you know what I learned today? Um, so I have I sell jewelry, like older vintage jewelry, and I got a lot of silver and stuff. And you know, the gold pieces are just they are what they are, but the silver you can clean. And I just learned a technique today for cleaning silver jewelry. It's amazing. And guess what? It's the same stuff I clean my vegetables with. Vinegar and baking soda for the most part. But anyway, it works really good. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing the flea market this year. It's in another town, but tell you what, they get up at the cry. They're up there 5 o'clock in the morning, and then that whole thing is over like before noon. It's so weird with those flea markets. You know what I mean, they're all like that. Everyone, me and Dave used to do the flea markets. And some of the flea markets, usually almost all of them, we had about an hour drive to go to, whether it was hours south or west or north. So we'd have to leave at 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 to get there at 5. And everybody's got those things on their head, like flashlights strapped to their head, and they're doing their stuff with flashlights strapped to their head. It's just like coal miners. This is so weird. Anyway. They're going to remodel the community center, so we probably will have to do the Bible studies in Kathy's apartment. She has a cat. I had a lot of cat hair on me when I left. Did you? Oh, you were in her apartment? Yeah, she's got some cats. You know what? Yeah. I'd have the study here, but I don't have enough chairs for everyone. Yeah. Yeah. How many people are in the Bible study? Mm-hmm. They're remodeling the community center, huh? Wow, they're doing everything in that apartment, aren't they? Are they done with your place? Now they're going down the community center? Yeah. Usually 5, yeah. Yep. Unless they can bring their own folding chairs, huh? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of funny the long hair cats. I do have a long hair and 2 short hairs, and Long hair is long white hair, and that can be a mess. They're done with your place? Awesome. That's nice. I'm still waiting for the bid on my bathroom floor. I tore my whole bathroom out. I gutted my bathroom and and scraped the floor up. It was a tile floor. It was just the linoleum tiles. So I got those, scraped those all up, and it's all ready. And I've waited probably over a month now for the bid. He said they were about a month behind. So, but yeah, I can't wait for my bathroom remodel. That's nice, having a new bathroom. Our cat has long white hair. Yeah, that's what mine has. Snowy has. His hair is everywhere. Yeah. I have one of those everlasting lint brushes. It's not the kind with the sticky stuff on that you have to always get new ones. It's made out of like rubber, like this, I don't know, silicone, like squishy rubber, and it picks up everything, and you just wash it. You roll it, and the hair comes all on it, and then the other side's got prongs that picks up hair. But yeah, my cat has long white hair. It's weird. Her name is Kathy, and she has a cat with long white hair like my cat. Is the cat's name Snowy? But anyway, and my cat Snowy, he's got issues, and every once in a while he gets like nervous habits, and one of his nervous habits is he will pull hair out of him. He'll pull his hair out. It's a thing where he like has a fight with the other cat, and then the cat's name is Crystal. But yeah, my cat not only sheds hair, but now lately he'll pull it out, and then when he gets over his episode, it grows all back. But yeah, he'll pull little pieces out because he's mad at the other cat. He's a handful. But yeah, I mean, I've had that cat since it was born, and so for 13 years, 14 years almost, I have had white hair. I have 3 now. So I was down to 1. When I moved up here, I was in the clear. I was down to 1 cat. Then one of my old cats, the grandkids had, my grandkids had a cat, and they couldn't care for it, so it came to my house. And then the grandkids moved in with my ex-husband, their grandpa, and they wanted the cat back, so I gave them the cat back. And then when they moved out, they didn't really want the cat, so it stayed with my ex-husband. And then the cat lived there. He loved the cat, and the cat lived there for like 2 years. And when I moved up here, my ex started going over the road truck driving, where he was gone for a week at a time. And he couldn't have the cat anymore, and he asked if I would take it, so I took the cat back. So then I had 2 cats. I wasn't going to have any more cats. So then I had 2 cats. Then my friend Randy had his friend drop off those 2 cats. His friend was homeless, living in a car with 3 cats. Now, one of the cats got out and he lost it, so he didn't want nothing happening to his other 2 cats, so he gave them to me to find homes. And I liked Bosco. I call him Bosco. His name was Little Guy. Well, I liked Little Guy, Bosco, and so Bosco stayed. So now I have 3 cats. The other cat had to leave, though. The other cat was spraying or peeing or something. The cat was peeing or spraying or whatever it was doing. It had to go. So the 2 cats he gave me to find good homes to, one of them went all the way almost to Michigan. It was a It was gonna go be a service cat, or what's it called? A service cat or whatever. And then the other one stayed here. It was just such a cool cat I kept. Her cat is 14. Yeah, actually, my cat's about 14. My cat was born July 4th, 2010. It was the year after Dave died. So July 4th, he will be, yeah, comfort animal. Is that what it is? Because this particular cat, he loved to be petted. Both these cats just like want to be petted constantly. They're constantly purring really loud. They're constantly want you to pet them. So it was maybe a comfort animal. I can't remember what she called it. Yeah. Something like that. But because it was not neutered, and I had a male cat here that was neutered, that thing started peeing or spraying or I don't know. But I'm not going to have that in my house. So I had to get rid of it. Hey, Vlad Saves, good to see you tonight. How you been? Good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. How you been? You can come up and chat if you want. I'll put a link up. Hope I was talking about a foster cat I had. You been doing good? Awesome. Yeah, good to see you. You said you've been busy. How's life there up in Canada? How's life in Canada, eh? I'm too shy. Oh, you're too shy? All right. All right. Yeah, we still have snow here. Oh, it's still cold. We are warming up to the 50s, then 60s and 70s in the next week. Believe it or not, we're going to be in the 70s. We have a lot of snow. I still have 3 feet, and I probably have 6 or 8 feet at the end of my driveway. I can't wait for the snow to go. Yeah, I know, me too. It was really nice. It felt like spring today. Yeah, well, that's good. Spring's coming, huh? I don't know about you guys, but we had a snowy winter. We probably had 10 feet of snow. It was the second snowiest winter on record. We had a lot. Anyway, well, good to see you. How is your family? How is everybody? Your kids and your mom? Is your mom doing okay? And your kids and all the fam? How's the fam? You're all good? Awesome. Glory to God. Hallelujah. That's good. So did they ever get rid of those restrictions where you couldn't go to she's 84 now, really? That's good. Hope she's staying healthy. Are you able to see her now, or did they get rid of those restrictions? Yeah, you're welcome. Because they were blocking you guys from going to different territories. Or whatever, what do you guys, provinces? Yeah, they were stopping you guys from going to see your families because of the you know what. Which I won't mention. Because of the illness, they had the border shut down or something. Anyway, I hope you're able to visit her again. I hope that's all done. Actually, you know what? This year, they declared the end of the pandemic. I can't remember what day it was. I should figure it out here. At least in the United States. I think it was this year. Officially over. So hopefully people won't be barred from seeing all their families. Yeah, I see her every dinner. I work as a mechanic in the city now. You see her every dinner? You mean every day at dinner time? I work as a mechanic in the city now. Do you really? Did you move? Or you just drive down there every day? Huh? Or drive there? A mechanic, huh? Well, that's fun. Wow. Huh. So you're not cutting trees anymore? No more firewood? Is firewood kind of seasonal or what? Just dropping by. Okay. Thanks for coming in. It was really nice to see you. Don't be a stranger. Come back sometime. Shalom. I just dropped by. Gotta go. Love, guys. We love you too. Blood saves. Thanks for coming in. It was really nice to see you. I'm glad your family's doing well. And Dee said, good to see you. Yep. Awesome. Nice. Well, that was nice. That was really nice. I saw him on my, he made a comment on my other channel. So it was nice seeing him. Anyway, shalom, shalom. Shabbat shalom or shalom. Nice. Anything else? I don't think so. I'm just gonna chillax. Is that what the kids are saying? Chillax. I'm just gonna chillax tonight and kick back with my doggies and watch something good and get some snacks. You know what I make now? I've been buying popcorn, making it on the stove. But I wanna learn how to make that kettle corn. I gotta get the stuff to make kettle corn. I want caramel corn because that's too that's really sugary and fattening. But in kettle corn, it that can be a lot of sugar too. But anyway, I've been making popcorn on the stove and it is good. That's how I had it when I was growing up. I don't have a microwave. Don't want a microwave. So I wouldn't make microwave popcorn anyway if I had one. But anyway, I'd make popcorn on the stove. It's been really good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna chill out and call it a night. Yep, sounds good to you too. Yep, it was nice seeing Blood Saves tonight. No, but I remember Jiffy Pop. Yes, and you know what, Dee? You can still buy Jiffy Pop. You know that? Yeah, you can still buy Jiffy Pop. As a matter of fact, what I like about Jiffy Pop, it's got the butter right in it. You know what I mean? And they probably got different flavors by now. No, I just put it in one of those kettles and pop it. I put like 2 tablespoons of oil and put a half a cup of seeds, and in about 5 minutes it's done. Yeah, License to Drive. Yeah, me and my kids used to like that movie. It's been a long time since I saw it, but yeah, see if they got it. All right, Heavenly Father, thank you for gathering us once again. We thank you for your Sabbaths. They're always a delight. We thank you for bringing Blood Saves in. It was nice to see him, and we thank you for all of our blessings today and every day. Amen and amen. All right, so good night to Dee. Good night, Blood Saves. Good night to anybody else listening. Yep, time to chillax. I'm just happy this week is done and over, and anyway, things are good. All right, well, I love you. Thanks for coming in, and have a good rest of the evening. I hope you all have a great Friday or great Saturday tomorrow. Have a wonderful Sabbath rest or whatever you do tomorrow. Have a great day tomorrow, whatever you're doing, and hope to see you tomorrow night. I love you guys. God bless each and every one of you. Praise and glory to God. Hallelujah and shalom. Good night, everybody, and God bless.